Hey, hi everyone. Well, today we are going to learn about something very expressive and quite reaction that is taking place in all our surroundings. Well, there are two types of reaction which you will find now and then happening around yourself. Well, those two are exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Now, yes, you meet your master teacher Shushmita ma'am, and along with me, you can find some more excellent teachers from IITs and NITs at the platform of ODA Class. Well, we are there with you at innovative learning app, the ODA Class, right here. Well, we have also have a course for you named as Bridge Course. This is going to provide you a lot more something about the context that you are waiting for. Now it is starting right from the coming Monday. You all can join us because we are going to provide you a lot many things that you are acquiring for. And this is going to be the duration of 1 week where you will find three classes of maths and three classes of science. Along with this, you will be having your personal teacher, your personal tutor with yourself, and you will be finding that at any point of time, I can just connect with the teacher. This is such a wonderful that I really praise for. And of course, the homework. You might be thinking how we can just put the homework online. Yes, this is a feature which we are having with. You all can upload the homework right after the class. And about the classes you can have at any point of time. And yes, we are going to have this session right at 7 p.m. So you can have the classes with the master teacher as well as with your personal teacher. Okay, so yes, this is the one I always wanted to tell you about this, and here you can also find some of the innovative techniques to learn the different kinds of concepts. Of course, you all can click on the link given below in the description box. Please just go into the link and you are there at the ODA class. So if you want to find yourself at the best platform, then this is the way. Just enter and you can be as already we have like this many students, and you can also be the part of this such a wonderful platform. And trust me, you will be amazed with this. Join the 6 days program for this week, and let me tell you that you will be on the correct better side. So, of course, here you meet your master teacher, Sushmita ma'am, and I would say that yes, I have done my bachelor's from RI, NCERT, also have done my master's and tried to bag the silver medal. Along with this, I do have the experience of more than 4 years and have mentored more than 25,000 plus students. Now, you are into the process where you have to just learn the things. Along with that, you have to understand the reaction that I have brought for you. Now, given a situation of cooking, now while having the look on this, can you find the reactions happening? Now, I'll tell you there are two reactions happening. One reaction where the fuel is being burned, and can you see that there is a heat that is being released? And in the other case, you can find the same heat is being absorbed by the food that is being ready to cook. Now, why this is happening? You all know that there is a role of heat. The heat is either being absorbed or either being released. So, in both of the cases, when the heat is being released, you will find that this is going to be exothermic reaction. Whereas in the other part, when the heat is being absorbed, that is going to be the endothermic reaction. Now, let me give you a clear picture of this. So if you find the word itself tells you a lot. Exo, which means to release, whereas thermic, the heat, which is a form of energy. So when in a reaction, the heat is being produced out in the surrounding or released out in the surrounding is referred as exothermic reaction. Whereas when the substance or in a chemical reaction, when it absorbs the heat towards itself, then that process is referred as endothermic reaction. Now, you might have got a little bit clear picture of exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Now, let me explain you a bit. Now, here you can see the heat that is being evolved, right? Here the heat is being released. Thus, this heat release is taking place in this reaction, referring it for exothermic reaction, whereas in the opposite case, you will find that this melting of ice is acquiring the heat. It is absorbing the heat from the surroundings, referring to endothermic reaction, right? So, of course, we can say that combustion in which the heat is being released is a classic example of exothermic reaction. And moving on to the next one, it is not away from us. The exothermic reaction also takes place in our body. Very right process, that is the respiration. Now, in case of the respiration, you will find that what actually happens when we breathe in, the breathe in oxygen is now going to react with the food that we have taken. And majority of, if you will find, majority of the food contains glucose. So when the glucose in our body reacts with the oxygen that we have breathed in, is now going to form carbon dioxide. Along with it, it is going to release water. And let me tell you, by this reaction only, you are getting energetic. And the energy that we get in the form of the ATP is going to make our body much more energetic. And right, you are that energetic, right? So if I give you a suggestion that you all can just apply this right at your home. Do you want to have an experience of exothermic reaction? Do you want to feel the heat? So there is a very safe reaction that I would ask you to apply. That could be taking the detergent powder that we use for washing the clothes. Okay, so take that powder and just keep it in your hand and pour a small amount of water into that. Experience the heat that is being released. Now, what is that? That is the exothermic reaction, right? Exo. Exo means what? That is going to be, that is going to be external, right? That is going to be external, right? And what is going to be is therm, that is going to be means heat. So when the heat is being released externally, that is going to be what? That is going to be exothermic reaction. So this you can apply just right at your home, and that is not far away, right? Now, if I ask you that, almost you all must be awaiting for having the ice cubes in your cold drinks and all, juices and all. Now you just are going towards the fridge for freezing the water. Now, do you know what is happening inside the refrigerator? Now there are the water molecules, right? These water molecules, okay, these all water molecules are coming together, held together, and now they are creating the bond. Now you will find that they are releasing the heat. So when they are releasing the heat, you can say that this is also the process of exothermic reaction. So we can say that freezing of ice, right? Freezing is a technique in which we apply the exothermic reaction. Now, moving forward, the lake freezing over. Now, what is this an example of? If I give you a situation whether you have to choose endothermic reaction or exothermic reaction, what is this an example of? This is also the example of exothermic reaction because the water in the lake is now getting freezed. It is now releasing the heat from itself to the surrounding. Got it? Now, these all are the examples of exothermic reaction where we can see that the heat is being released, whether it be freezing, whether it be respiration, whether it be combustion. In all the three cases, we have found that heat is being released. Now, I would like you all to, I would just want you all to be there in the exercise time where I'm going to give you this question where you have to find out which of the following is going to be exothermic. Can you find out the burning of the fuel or the melting of the ice? It's all your choice. You have to find out whether A is exothermic or whether B is exothermic reaction. Yes, I hope that you all have got the point to answer it. And of course, we have just learned about the burning of the fuel, the combustion process, right? That is a classic example of the exothermic reaction. Okay, now since we have a lot of example of the exothermic reaction, so I would want you all to just dive into the endothermic reaction. So if you look into this, you will find that how it is being different from that. So in case of the endothermic reaction, what is happening? They are absorbing the heat from the surrounding, right? So in this case, we will find that what are the situation where actually we try to see that how the heat is absorbed in the reaction. Now, endothermic reaction absorbs the heat from their surrounding and feel cold, right? So, if you might have experienced actually, whenever we get sprain in our ankle or somewhere we have fallen or we have got hit, so suddenly your friend, your parents, or your siblings just run away to bring the ice or to bring the cold ice back. What happens in that case? What happens in that case? In that case, we can say that we are going to see the melting of the ice, right? And that melting of the ice is going to just keep you that cold, and that is basically what they're doing. They're trying to absorb the heat. The same way applied during the melting of the ice cube. So they are going to absorb the heat and make the place much more colder. The same thing happens with the instant cold pack where we absorb, where that packet actually absorbs the heat, right? And that makes us feel more comfortable and we are relieved from the pain. Now, moving forward, I would ask you a riddle, very simple riddle where the endothermic reaction applies. So I am a process, but I can only be found where it is green shine, a light on me, and I will make something that is going to be very precious for this entire ecosystem. What is that process? Can you just can you just recall? Can you just find out the answer for this riddle? Anyone? Just can you find it out? So let me tell you, it is going to be the opposite of a respiration reaction. It is just going to be the opposite of respiration reaction. It occurs in the green plants. What is that? Yes, yes, you got it right, and that is going to be the photosynthesis. Now, in case of the photosynthesis, what happened? Can you just look into the sun? Can you just look into the sun? The sun is just giving the sun energy, that is the heat energy, and that is being absorbed by the plant. So the plant is going to absorb that heat energy from the sunlight and thus referring for the endothermic process, endothermic reaction. So we can say that photosynthesis is the process where the green plants are absorbing the light energy and can be a very classic example of the endothermic reaction. Got it? Now, referring for the other one, of course, you might be just wondering, yeah, we were just cooking there in the right very at the very first time. So just recall that slide and you will be amazed to know that, okay, fine, there we have learned about that, how the food that is being cooked is absorbing the heat energy. So same applies here. This egg is now turning into the omelette. How? Because some heat energy is being released into it. So the heat energy from the stove is being there. Now, what is happening? This all is going to absorb the same released energy from the fuel. So this all the egg is now going to absorb the energy, right? They all are going to absorb the heat energy. Thus, we can say that cooking an egg or cooking is an example of what? It is the example of endothermic reaction. Now, can we have an exercise time? Yes, we all can have the exercise time. So, yes, we do have this. So, which of the following shows the exothermic reaction? A, melting or the freezing? So, you have to answer me. You have to answer me whether it be A, melting or the freezing. Can you just answer it? Which one is going to be the exothermic reaction? Just we have learned about the freezing where the heat is being released while the water turns into the ice. Now the upcoming question for you where you have to find out which of the following is going to be endothermic reaction. The option given as respiration and photosynthesis. Just now we have come across that which one is going to absorb the energy. So in the either case, you will find that in one case, the energy is being released, whereas in case of the photosynthesis, you will find that the energy is being absorbed by the plant. Got it? Now, one more question for you, and I want you all to just answer this. And if you want much more explanation regarding this exothermic and endothermic reaction, we do have our app for you. So, innovative learning app right for you. And as I have told you already that we have brought a new course that is going to start right on Monday, and we have a lot more feature for this. So, yes, there's going to be 1 week classes in which you will find 3 maths classes plus 3 science classes. Along with this, you're going to be benefited by a personal teacher, tutor, personal teacher right for you. Along with this, you can also send us the homework, right? Along with this, you are going to get the PDF of the courseware that we provide for you. Study material that would be directly reached to your home via the PDF, right? So you all have this right on the screen. And yes, of course, right now it is the time to just get enrolled as because the seats are getting filled. So you can be the student of the ODA class right now by applying. Just apply here, right clicking on this link. And yes, let's be the part of this earn and learn class. So you can earn the coins and get the gifts redeemed. So you can earn the very good smart water bottle, whether it be mi band 5, whether it be the speaker or the mobile phone. You all can get this by just learning and earning the coins right at the app. Now, of course, you all can have much more classes through the ODA app and through the ODA class. So you all can just hit like, share, and subscribe. So let us meet soon in the upcoming class. Bye bye.